Hey guys, we're back going to do a little video for you. I was doing a video the other day about reloading powders and such as that, and I saw a little interest in it. A few people said they might be thinking about getting into some reloading. Well, if you're new to reloading and want to get started, I think this is probably the best way for you. This is the way I started. I started with these Lee loader kits. These two are rifle kits. This is for the 30-30 rifle and this is for the 243. And they're about $39, $40 a piece, somewhere around that. Of course, you got to pay shipping and handling and all that, you know. But you get into reloading, you're going to spend hundreds of dollars just to get started. But with these, you can get a taste for it and see if you like it. Of course, you got to buy you some powder. Let's just say we're going to reload the 30-30, and we're going to use this powder here. Now, in these kits, it has a instruction sheet. Tells you all the parts. It has you go over on in it. It has a step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Start from 1 all the way down to 7 to a fully loaded shell. It's got a lot of information in here that's useful. So actually, what you're going to need is the brass. You're going to need the bullet, the lid, or whatever. You're going to need a primer and the powder and a non-marring plastic or rubber mallet. You don't want to be hitting these things with a steel hammer, or at least I don't. Okay, also, in addition to the instructions, it's got your Winchester 30-30, and then it's got different powders, different charge loads, and all this. And all this powder and charge loads on this sheet right here. If you use these, you can use this dipper that comes with it. That's the exact dipper you need to measure your powder. And if you want to use a different powder, for instance, if you don't have any powder that's on this list, and you've got this powder and it's not on your list, say, okay, well, go to the Hogston's website. You can access their loading data for free. It don't cost you anything. And you have to sign, well, you have to check a couple of boxes agreeing that you won't sue them and they're not responsible if you get hurt doing this or something. You know, they don't want to be sued. So you have to do all that, and then they'll let you in there where you can get your loading data. Or if you've got some extra money you want to spend, you can buy your book. Hornady makes them. Nosler makes them. You can buy a Lee book. You can buy any kind of bullet companies. They all make these books, and you can look up your loading data in that, or you can go to that website. Which most of the time I just go to the website. But what you do once you get your loading data is inside this measuring kit. You've got this chart right here, and then you've got all these dippers. Well, what you do is you got your accurate $24.95. So you go down through here till you find your accurate $24.95. Okay. It will appear. Turn this around a minute. it will appear in this window right here, accurate 24.95. Okay, say for instance you've got your loading data and you want to load 29.4 grains of powder. Okay, you go down here, you find your 29.4 grains, and you look to your right here. In other words, this here is the grains of powder, this line here. You look to your right, and this is your measure number. That's your dipper number. So we say we were going to load 29.4 grains. We'll take your 2.20 dipper. So you look in your kit right here, and it's got your numbers all up on the top right here. You go over till you find the 2.2 cc dipper, which is this one right here. You pull it out, and this is the one you use, and that'll give you the precise powder load. You just fill it up level and then rake it off with a credit card or something to rake level the powder off. Then you just pour your powder in your casing. And to get your powder in your casing, your casing is going to be up inside of here. You pour your powder right through this hole here, and it goes down into your case, and don't spill a bit. Guys, I'm not going to show you how to load a shell. There's about 10 million videos on YouTube that'll show you how to use these Lee loaders. And most of those guys make better videos than I do. It's got a little rust on it right there. I need to fix that. But anyway, what you're going to need to get started then would be, like I said, you're going to need your loading kit, which is going to run you about $40. You're going to need a pound of powder, the kind that you like the best, which is going to run you about 60 bucks. And then you're going to, if you go by the powders on the chart here, you don't have to have this dipper kit here, but they don't cost but like $13 or so, and they are so handy. I mean, I don't use this one anymore. They've got a new improved version of it out that's got more dippers in it, I think, and different powders and load data on this part of it. But it's actually a better kit than this one. But this one serves my purposes. I've got powder scales and powder measures and stuff now that I don't really need this kit anymore. But it's handy, and sometimes I use it just because it's fast and easy to use. And anyway, it's a handy thing to have. It's got over 1,300 loads datas in it. 95 powders listed, and 15 measures instead of 13. Gives you 2 extra measures. Anyway, guys, this is a good way to get started without having to invest a ton of money, which man, reloading is, I'm going to tell you, there's always something to buy. There's always something to buy. And, you know, just to make your life easier, like this right here, this case gauge. You know, if you just find the cartridge you're loading, say like your 30-30, and you slip the base of it in here, and if it fits between there and there, then it don't need trimming. It's ready to load. Or you can get a set of calipers and measure it, but it's just so much easier faster to do it this way. If you've got like a big big bucket of brass or a big bowl of brass, and you want to check the case length on them, it's just so much quicker. It just makes your life a lot easier than having to sit there and measure every one of those things with set calipers. But like I said, there's always something to buy when you're reloading. But I just wanted to show you, you know, if you're really earnest and considering doing it, this would be a good way to get started. This is the way I got started. I was loading a 243 and a 30-30. And then I discovered I liked it, and I kind of had a knack for it, you know, and I was getting along real good with it. And it wasn't too tedious, and a lot of this stuff some people just can't deal with it, man. It just drives them crazy because it's a tedious process. It's a step-by-step process that has to be exact and followed exact, you know, and you have to concentrate. You can't be having like when I do it, I don't even have a radio on. I just think about what I'm doing. And keep my mind on my business, and it'll save you from having a bad accident by doing that. Sometimes you get distracted and stuff. But some people they don't like it because of the routine and the tediousness of it. You know, it has to be precise. It can't be about this much. It has to be that much. You know what I mean? when you're doing your powder, you know, you don't want to go over your maximum charge. So yeah, it's not for everybody. But if you bought you one of these and just started loading one caliber, you wouldn't have a ton of money invested in it. Plus, if you didn't like it, then, you know, well, move on to something else. I mean, but if you did like it, you could, you know, you start building your equipment up, you know, because like I said, there's always something to buy when you're reloading ammunition. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and go check out YouTube and find you a video of these guys actually using these things and showing you how to do it. Plus, also a good thing about these is if you wanted to work up a load out there on your shooting bench, you could take this and your powder and your primers, and once you figured out and just work your loads up right out there. You know, if you wanted to add a little bit or subtract a little bit, or, you know, you just go to a different dipper. But that's a good inexpensive way to get started in reloading, if that's what you want to do, without spending a ton of money. Alright guys, y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye.